Hey guys, Footy Manager TV here. Welcome to episode number 9 on my Leeds United FIFA 16 career mode series. So first up there, you can take a look at the table, and we are playing Bristol City. We're playing at home, and you could see they're second last in the table. So not doing too well this season, so this should be a victory for us, especially the way we've been playing this season. Really look unbeatable, don't we? The way we play, the goals we score, how we defend as well, everything is coming along nicely. My players I've signed and everything like that. I'm really excited how the team is coming along. Leave your thoughts as well. Which players have performed for you, which signings you like, maybe players that you don't think have done well. But it would be hard to find those because every single player really has done their job. That's why we've been getting good results and at the top of the table. That's the reason why. But the first highlight here today, we're putting pressure on their defense there. Fielding was forced to clear that. It wasn't a bad clearance from the goal kick, as they're still maintaining possession here. We're going to be looking to win it back. There's a guard in midfield. Kovalenko won it back. Then he gave it away, but he is going to get it back here so we can try and mount an attack. That's Moat. He finds Antonucci and makes it way to Woods, and now it's Botaka and Rolando Aaron's out wide. You know, that's where he is a danger, and he's cutting in now. He's going to take a shot. He did, but it was a bit of an awkward one there. Wasn't too great. So now in the second half, you saw they had a chance as well. One of their better chances in the game, and it wasn't that amazing. So Jordan Botaka, it's showing him for a reason. I don't really know why. Like, it's just showing a piece of dribbling skill here, but nothing really came of it. So a bit pointless. And we're still looking for that goal. There's only 10 minutes remaining. Lewis Cook is coming on for Kovalenko. Surprise, that Kovalenko didn't do much in this game. He's a big player for us, so he's going to be very, very important going forward in this career. But here, Jeffren, he's going to find Sam Byram out wide, and he goes for the big cross to the far post where Chris Wood is, and he smashed that in. We needed that. We were pushing for the goal all game, and we finally got the breakthrough, and that was a perfect cross. Sam Byram, obviously he's not going to smash in goals or something as a right back, but he's one of the players that's really impressed me. He's done a lot of nice things, and that's perfect by him, really. It was perfect by Byram. He put that cross in from a tough angle, a tough position, and he was able, to put it on a plate. For Chris Wood to find the back of the net. Jeffren actually was able to get that on target and went for a corner. That was a really good effort from Jeffren cutting in. You know, he does have the 5-star weak foot, so pretty good on both feet, strong on both feet, able to get on target, so we can really play out time here and hold on to the result. Really, they do get a late free kick. But there should only be a matter of seconds remaining. We just need to defend this here. Boskagli, he's been big, hasn't he? And he's still very young. He's still only 17. He's gonna be a good player. I could see him developing into the mid-80s, and that's like top 4 Premier League level. So I can't wait, to see how he develops. He's been so good. Probably our best centre-back, really. Or, you don't say your best defender, got to see the ratings, but in terms of your opinion yourself. But look at that. Viktor Kovalenko, torn calf muscle, out for 3 months. That's a big part of the season, and he's been a big signing for us. That means Moat and Cook are really going to have to step up, and maybe a young lad like Phillips is going to have to come in and play some games, because that is a huge injury. 3 months. And arguably, you could say he's our best player, or most important player. Like, in midfield, he does so much. It was a really important signing. If I didn't sign him, I don't think we would have won as many games as we have this season. He's just been really good in midfield. That's just my opinion. So Dongu Safak, I really want to improve his dribbling and ball control so he can create chances for himself. Obviously, he's got the pace, but he hasn't really got great skill moves. He's got 3-star skills. Obviously, if you learn all the 3-star skills, you could probably use them effectively. But for me, you need to have at least the 4-star skills to do something decent. So I really want to just improve his ball control and dribbling in general, so you can just dribble with him without doing skill moves. And if you think about it in real life, you don't see his skill moves used so often. So it might be a bit unrealistic if you try and skill all the time. But anyway, Alex Moat tries a shot. Lacked a bit of conviction on that strike. It was a good effort. but it was a bit straight and was just a bit too high. But you know, he gets in those positions. He's a very good player. Been improving this season through training. Scored a few goals. Dangerous from the free kicks as well. Now Byram's going to find Antonucci, and he just takes his time there with the finesse and finishes against QPR here. We're into another game in the league, and we look to be going on for another victory, just like this. So good. I wouldn't say we're dominating, because it took us this long to score in the game. We're just taking our chances. See how he just shaped it up there, got past the defender with ease really, and finessed it home for his 4th goal in the league. Again, not smashing in goals, but he comes up with goals when we need them. And what could we finish this game off here? Wood had a quick shot, but James Perch was able to get in the way to concede the corner. Rolando Aarons now, goes for a set play. Could it work out? Byram again! Luckily for QPR, Sandro got in the way. Anything could have happened with that. The goalkeeper was scrambling, and maybe he could have took a deflection, as it almost did. But here's Matt Phillips. He puts the cross in. How about that header from Taylor? Charlie Taylor, the left back. He's an important player for us as well. He's a guy that doesn't really get recognition, not even from myself. This is probably the first time I've talked about him in length, but he just does his job. He's not like Byram, how he gets forward a lot. He just hasn't been as involved as him, but he plays an important defensive role, and sometimes he gets forward as well. Maybe you don't see if it doesn't result in goals. And you saw there, Jamie Vardy actually signed for QPR, so big signing for QPR if he would perform how he is. If he was to perform how he is in real life at the minutes, it will be good for them. But that's why I was a bit scared when I saw I was playing him. But you see that the next Capital One Cup game we are playing against Spurs. So this is a real test. I've said this in the past, like I would be scared going into this kind of game. Like you go into this game and you think you're going to lose. But I don't even see it like that. I see it as an opportunity to test ourselves, because it looks like we're going to get promoted. You don't know what will happen for the rest of the season, but yeah, we got to show we can actually compete. I don't care if we win, lose, draw here. It's about showing that I could potentially pick up points, and not someone like Aston Villa who we played and beat. I was happy with that, no doubt. But someone like Tottenham, to show we can compete against them, that's so important, especially when we're not even going to be playing our best starting 11, because really important to rotate. Like, being realistic, we're not going to win in the Capital One Cup. We're not going to win the whole competition. So we still have to rotate, keep fit for the league, because the primary concern for us, and for the board as well, is to get promoted this season. So I want to go for that first position. But Galloway, one Premier League player we do have on loan from Everton, had a chance, but not the best finisher in the world as a left back and centre back as well. So not that great. But Dallas here, he finds Murphy. He tried to play into Dukara, and he puts the pressure on there. Dukara, sometimes he does win the ball back in those situations. He's physical, so that's not too surprising. And we had a few chances there where we did try to put in tackles, but they just kept finding their man. Even if we made a challenge, just went straight to them. But now it's Nasser Chadley to put it in. But there's Murphy, gets in the right positions. I do like Murphy, but Harry Kane had a chance there, and yeah, that's not really familiar what you'd see from Harry Kane. He really wasted that. There was a really poor chance taken by him. So just before half-time now, they give away a free kick. Kyle Walker just went in with the challenge. Maybe a poor position to give away a yellow card. I wasn't really looking like scoring, so I'd take that. We'll take the set piece. Jeff Wren, he's impressed me. He's done all right without being like a starting player coming off the bench. Rotating, we do get a shot on target there. So we haven't been terrible. We're playing it's a Premier League team here, and I feel we've been as good as them. I wouldn't say better. I don't think any team has showed they're the dominant team in this game, but we've been able to compete with them. I've been really happy with that. Like, whatever this result goes on to be, I'm really happy with how we've played. But could we steal it? Could we steal a late goal in this half from the free kick? It's Jeffran, that man I talked about before, and that shot just had a bit too much curve on it. It was pretty decent. It was better than I expected, if I'm honest. He went really, really close. But now, Harry Kane puts the ball in, and now it's Dallas. He can't really get rid of it. And then Eric Lamela was able to win it back, and they have one really good chance and finish. And that's a bit disappointing with how my player just controlled the ball and pretty much Lamela won that because he's a higher rated player. So that's how we're going to end up losing this game here today, unfortunately, because or unless we score another goal. But you see there that little touch there, and Lamela actually using his strength, Eric Lamela, so he did well there, obviously, but it's because he's a higher rated player. He's not an overly strong player, is he, anyway? It's just because it's a game of FIFA. In some situations, it's like numbers playing against numbers, like a higher number, like a higher attribute or a higher overall player will, win that one-on-one battle most of the time. That's not making excuses. That's just the evidence. That's just like obvious what you would get in a video game. So a bit unfortunate we conceded that way, but yeah, that's the way it is. And I don't mind getting knocked out there because I feel we went pretty further than expected, most definitely. So we treat that as overachieving in the Capital One Cup. And then we can focus on the league now, at least until FA Cup rolls around. If we can go on a similar run, get a bit of money from it, and then, focus on getting promoted. But that's it for now. Also, to wish you guys Merry Christmas, Happy New Year coming up as well. So just want to get that out to you. Drop a like in the video if you'd like to see some more, and I'll see you guys in the very next episode.